eBayers, it's Suzanne, and I'm back with a sales update video. This is a combination of May and June for 2018, and I'm going to show you 25 things I sold on my Atlanta Golf Shop teaching store. I do have a second store, but don't publicize that because I just want to be a regular person on that store. I get a lot of traffic on this Atlanta Golf Shop store because I have been putting it out there for over 10 years. And I know a lot of people come to look at how I do things and check it out, make sure I'm real and all of that. So here are 25 things that still sold on that store, even though I get a lot of traffic that's not buyers. Just want to show you that it really happens. So here we go. This is a Style & Company size 2X top. This was $3 at Goodwill. I took a best offer of $19.95, and that sold in a couple of months. And I did pick this up because of the size 2X, and it was stretchy and has the fun mandala design on the front. Okay, next item, and I want to thank Rally Roots, Ryan and Allie over there at their YouTube channel for doing their sales update video, this little trick about opening all these tabs. I didn't know it would hold this many tabs at the top, so this is a lot faster to just run through these listings rather than having to wait for each page to load or having to put it into iMovie and chop out all of the waiting time. So brilliant idea, and I'm totally stealing that from them, so thank you. Okay, this is a soft surroundings top. This is a brand I look for all the time. This was $3 at Goodwill, and actually I saw it one time there for full price, and then I waited, and the next week I went back and it was half price and it was still there. So I took an offer of $25 on this. And by the way, none of my items are free shipping. I do calculated shipping on everything. So just to show you that you don't have to have free shipping for your items to sell. So yeah, I took $25 for this, and if you're not familiar with this brand, the logo is pretty plain, and you can check out my video above about this brand's soft surroundings. So this was $3 and it sold for $25 plus shipping. Okay, the next item is this Athleta dress. This was $3 at Goodwill. It was half price, and I took an offer of $20. And unfortunately it was returned because the buyer decided against the color, but that's okay. It is back up for sale again, and if it's sold once it can sell again, so no problem there. Okay, then we have a Talbot's skirt. This is a 100% silk skirt. This was $3 at Goodwill, and I took a $15 offer on this. I'd had it a little while and just was ready to move that out. I hadn't had an offer in a couple of days, so I went ahead and took it for boosting my SEO on my account because eBay search algorithm likes active stores, so sometimes you just have to take crappy offers to get things moving, and you know what, there's always more where this came from, so I'm not worried about it. This was $3. I sold it for $15, and so I made a little bit on that one. Alright, this is Beach Bunny. I mentioned this in one of my haul videos earlier this year. This is a very expensive brand. I actually took an offer of $60 on this. I paid $6 for it, so that was okay with me. I came in high on this price because I'd never sold this brand before and I just didn't know what I could get for it. So some of these things retail for over $200. I thought, why not? Give it a shot, see what happens. So it was out there for about 2 or 3 months. So it was $6 and it sold on best offer for $60. Okay, this is a Banana Republic dress. This was $3 at Goodwill, and I took an offer of $20.75 on this dress. Again, you can see there, no free shipping. I charge calculated shipping on everything, just the way I like to run my business. Just in case you're not aware, years ago, having free shipping did boost you in search, but it does not anymore. In and of itself, it does not boost you in search. So if you're reading that information, make sure that it's current, and they're talking about the fast and free delivery, not just plain free shipping in and of itself boosting you in search, because that is old information and it is not valid any longer. in 2018. Okay, another best offer I took, this Ann Taylor dress. I've had this for a while. I paid $2 for it at a different thrift store, and the person making the offer said she wanted it for her prom, so who am I to not make that happen? So took that offer of $12.50. I made a sale, I got a feedback, and somebody got a nice dress for her prom. Okay, this is Anthropologie Tabitha brand. This was, I believe, $3 at Goodwill, and I took an offer of $20, and this went internationally. So this is the label, Tabitha by Anthropologie. Okay, this is vintage 100% cashmere sweater. This I sold for my church ministry, and I took a best offer of $30 simply because it was free, it was donated, it was for a fundraiser, so they can always use the money. Also, you'll notice that it was sold on May 15th, so if you think sweaters do not sell in the spring and summer, recheck that, because there are no seasons on eBay. Anything can sell anytime. Okay, this is a Chico's Traveler's skirt and size 3, which I always pick these up size 3 just because they're hard to find. This was $3 at Goodwill. I took a best offer of $23 on this plus shipping. Alright, then we've got the Doreen Virtue Magical Unicorn cards. I had these in a haul video back earlier this year, and these were $3. They sold for full price of $25.05 and brand new in the package. So always pick up these interesting, unusual things, because you just never know. You may have the exact right thing that somebody wants. Okay, this is another Soft Surroundings. I've had this one for a while. I paid $2 for this at a different thrift store, and I took a best offer of $17, and you can see there the shipping was first class shipping calculated. Alright, this is the IKEA mug that I've referenced a few times. This was $1 at Goodwill. I took a best offer of $15.89 plus shipping. Check out the video above that where I tell the story about the buyer of this mug. Okay, here we have Soft Surroundings again. This one actually went to Canada. I took a best offer of $17 on this one because the shipping was going to be high for them, so I made a deal. This was $3 at Goodwill, and it sold in probably less than 6 weeks. Okay, this Kay Unger dress I'd had for maybe a year. It was new with tags, and I paid $3 for it at Goodwill, and I took a best offer of $40. So there you can see the tags are on it. So I hope you're seeing a pattern here that things just sell on their own time. You cannot force things to sell. When the right buyer comes along, it's going to sell. So some things are going to sell immediately in days. Some things will take up to a year. So that's the way you have to approach this business, that things are going to sell on their own time when the right buyer comes along. Okay, this is a Kate Spade scarf. I'd had this one, I bought this back in January, and I took a best offer of $39. Sadly enough, this sold on the day of Kate's death. So that was kind of eerie and strange, but anyway, it was a nice product, new with tags. I had it priced at $45, and I took an offer of $39. So that was a good find. Okay, these are interesting. Pat Flavell Ireland Lighthouses. Pat Flavell is an artist, and I saw these cute they're miniature framed items, and I've got a video coming up about something interesting about this sale, so stay tuned for that coming soon. These were $1 for all 3 of them, and she made an offer of $25, so calculated shipping $7.25, so $1, and it sold for $25. That's the way I like to do eBay. Just over and over again, rinse and repeat. Okay, this is a Club cookware pan. This is vintage, so if you don't know about this, you want to check that out. This was $3 at Goodwill, and it sold for $25, so good sale there. Then we've got a Ralph Lauren tailored vest, and it was new with tag. This was $3 at Goodwill. I got this at half price, and it was new with tag for $80 retail. This I took an offer of $21, and it went to Singapore. So you can see a pattern here. Paying $3 for stuff, selling for between $25 and $30. That's my goal. Okay, this is a big sale. This Habel boat tote. I mentioned this in one of my haul videos earlier this year. And this was $4, and it sold for full price of $98. And this took about 3 or 4 months to sell, but it was unusual. There weren't that many of them. This is a brand that is kind of a niche brand that people don't really know about. It sold for full price, and it went to Rhode Island, so I'm guessing it's going to actually be used for a boat tote. And you can see it sold on June 18th. So $4 and sold for $98. I like those kind of sales. All right, this is a St. John Santana knit. This was also for the church networking ministry, so no cost there. And it sold for $45. I did put it on auction because I figured it should have moved by now, and it hadn't. So it had 21 bids, which let me see what I started at. I think I started at $9.99. Yeah. I'll do these auctions for my charity project because the stuff's donated. So whatever you get, and it just keeps it moving. So started at $9.99 and it sold for $45. Okay, and this is the ashtray I had talked about in a previous video. This was $1 at Goodwill, and I took an offer of $48.85 plus shipping. And this sold pretty quickly within 2 or 3 weeks. So that's why you got to get these things listed so they can sell. But that was a fun one. It was unusual. A very heavy cigar ashtray. A very unusual, unique item. Collectible. So $1 into $48 on just one listing. Okay, this is a brand called Susie Chin. This was new with tags, and I'd had this one quite a while. So I got an offer of $15 from somebody in Peru, and he ended up not paying for it and wanting to cancel the sale. But sometimes you just got to put stuff on sale, and if you've had it a while, to keep it moving. So you'll get a gut feeling for this as you do it. Okay, and then the last item is a Dana Buckman bathing suit. This was $2 at a thrift store about a year ago, and I took an offer of $15 with calculated shipping there. So that's my quick May and June sales update. Just to show you that I do sell a variety of items and how some of these items panned out that you might have seen in a previous haul video. So I would love your comments on any of these items below, and hope you have a great day on eBay. Make it a profitable and productive day. Bye.